The biggest mistake women do most times is thinking that men are cheap. Yes, that's the biggest mistake women do. The only thing that's cheap in a man is the thing in between his legs. His bola is the only thing that is cheap in a man. That is the only thing you could get, whether you ask or you don't ask. However you want it, you get it at your beck and call. That's the only thing that's cheap in a man. But you see, getting a faithful man, getting a responsible man, getting a man who is willing to take responsibilities of anything that comes up in a relationship, getting a man who is willing to take care of you, getting a man who is willing to be there for you at your sad moment, getting a man who is willing to give you a listening ear, it is very difficult these days. Yes, it is very, very difficult these days. That is why it looks like men are scarce. That is why it looks like relationship are not serious. Men are not serious in relationship these days. Because getting the real men, getting the men that are ready to stay with you, getting those men that are willing to take your responsibilities wholeheartedly, getting men that are willing to take care of you from their heart, getting men that are willing to love you, that are willing to do anything to make you happy, it is very difficult these days. And if you already have one, you better hold him tight. If you know what is holding, like tie his belt to your waist, his leg your leg. Don't let him go, because as soon as he leaves, before you get another one, you see how Moses part the Red Sea. That is how these guys will part your leg every day. They will part it, and you might end up not getting another one, because those kind of guys are very hard to come by. So if you have that kind of guy, you better hold him tight. You better hold him tight. The only men available now that you can get at any time, even if you want 20 of them now, you can get them. You see all those ones that are really willing to pat your legs. You see all those ones that are not willing to give you anything. All those ones that the moment you ask them money for hair, you have become a gold digger. The moment you tell them, I don't like this thing you're doing, you have become cheap. The moment you do this, they'll start calling you name. Those are the only kind of guys available. Yes. If that's your boyfriend that is in your life right now, if that's your husband that is in your life right now, if that's your serious fiancé that is in your life right now, is footing, let's even say 70% of your bills. Because he might not be able to foot 100%. Let's just say he's footing 70% of your bills at the moment. If that guy that you are with now is willing to give you a listening ear when you talk, if that guy that you're with right now is willing to be there for you at your down times, if that guy you are with now is willing to take responsibility of anything that comes out in the relationship, my dear, hold him tight. If that guy is faithful, faithfulness is very important too. If that guy is faithful, if that guy respects you, hold him very tight. When I say tight, I mean jack him, hold him very tight. Don't let him go. Because if he leaves, hey God, if he leaves, they can't shake away you go see with your 2 eyes. It go shock you. They can't shake it that this man are going to give you. Because the only kind of men remaining are the ones that are just willing to have their way with you. They don't care how you feel. They don't care what is wrong with you. They don't care if you're not feeling fine. Sometimes they will only call you when they need you. But calling you to ask you how you're doing, how are your parents doing, what do you have, what plans do you have for your life, what do you want to do with your life, you hardly get men that do that these days. They just call you when they want to go to club. They only call you when they want to use you, and all of that and all of that. So you better be wise. You better be wise. Men are not scarce, but responsible men are very scarce. Yes. You see men, they are not scarce, and they are not cheap either. They are very sensible. These men get sense, like these men are very wise. So responsible men, men that are willing to be faithful, a man that is willing to be there for you, a man that can move hills for you, they're very hard to come by. So if you have anyone right now, don't let him go. No matter what he's doing, no. Even if he come out and tell you, don't let him go. hold him tight. Nobody's perfect anywhere. There must still be a flaw somewhere. For the fact that the man has all these things does not mean that there is a place where he will not have a flaw. There's always a scar on everybody's skin. So there's always a scar somewhere. Check it to let what you can manage not be more than what you cannot manage. Do you understand? That's a talk for another day.